He lived in a large, old house that carried echoes of a life once full but now quiet. As the owner, he was respected in the neighborhood, yet inside those walls he moved alone, surrounded by memories and responsibilities. She came into that house as a domestic worker, hired to keep things in order, but from the first day, her presence brought a warmth the house had been missing. She worked with sincerity, never cutting corners, treating the home as if it were her own. At first, their interactions stayed formal, polite greetings, brief instructions, but even in silence, there was a calm understanding that slowly began to grow. Days turned into months, and the routine of the house became their shared rhythm. He noticed how she paid attention to small details, how she spoke gently, how she carried her own worries quietly. She noticed his discipline, his tired eyes, and the loneliness he never spoke about. Despite the difference in their status, there was never arrogance in him, and never fear in her. Respect formed the foundation of everything. Sometimes they shared tea in the kitchen after a long day, speaking about simple things, life, work, the changing weather, yet those moments felt deeper than long conversations. One rainy afternoon, when work slowed and the house felt unusually still, they talked about their pasts. He spoke about losing his family and burying himself in work to survive the pain. She shared her struggles, her sacrifices, and her dreams of a better future. In those honest words, something shifted. They saw each other not as Malik and Mulasma, but as two souls carrying similar wounds. The distance between them quietly disappeared, replaced by empathy and emotional closeness neither had planned. Love did not arrive suddenly, it grew patiently, carefully, like something fragile they both wanted to protect. They were cautious, aware of society's judgments and the power imbalance that once defined their roles. He made sure she always felt free, never pressured, always respected. She chose him not because of his wealth, but because he treated her with dignity and care. Their bond became a partnership, supporting each other through fears, encouraging dreams, and finding peace in shared silence. In time, the house changed. Laughter returned to its rooms, and warmth replaced emptiness. Their relationship was no longer about titles or positions, it was about equality, trust, and emotional healing. She was no longer just a worker, and he was no longer just an owner. Together, they proved that real love is born not from status, but from respect, patience, and the courage to see a person's heart beyond their role.